In the heart of southern Africa, cradled between two great rivers, the Zambezi and the Limpopo, lies a nation of extraordinary beauty and profound resilience. It is a land of vast, sun-drenched savannas, of ancient granite hills that seem to hold the memory of time itself, and of fertile highlands that blush with the colors of 1,000 different flowers. This is a country known to the world for its thundering waterfalls, its abundant wildlife, and the silent, magnificent ruins of a once great stone city. This is Zimbabwe. From the air, it reveals itself as a vast plateau, a patchwork of rich red earth and the impossible greens of the Masasa trees in spring. The light here has a special quality, a golden warmth that bathes the landscape in a soft, ethereal glow from the first light of dawn, breaking over the eastern highlands to the last fiery embers of sunset over Lake Kariba. The air itself feels different. In the dry season, crisp and scented with dust and wild herbs. After the first rains, thick with the rich, sweet smell of rain on dry earth. But to look closer, beyond the iconic landscapes and the well-trodden safari trails, is to discover the true beating heart of this nation, its people. It is to find a society built on the unshakable bedrock of family, a culture rich with the echoes of ancient traditions, and a spirit forged in the crucible of a complex and often challenging history. This is a story not of headlines, but of home. It is a story of connection to the land that provides, to the community that sustains, and to the deep, unshakable sense of identity that defines what it means to be Zimbabwean. This is the story of daily life in the heart of Southern Africa. The rhythm of daily life in Zimbabwe is a gentle and steady beat, one that begins with the first light of dawn. In the bustling capital city of Harare, the day starts with a rising hum of activity. In the high-density suburbs, the air fills with the sounds of a community waking up. The crowing of a rooster, the distant murmur of a radio playing local Sungura music, the cheerful greetings of neighbors over vibrantly painted garden walls. The morning routine is a well-practiced dance of preparation, a flurry of activity for parents preparing breakfast, often a nourishing bowl of maize porridge or bota, packing lunches and getting ready for the workday. The journey to work for many is a communal experience, a ride in a bustling combi where the news of the day is shared and the pulse of the city can be truly felt. In smaller cities like Bulawayo, with its wide jacaranda-lined streets and beautifully preserved colonial-era architecture, the pace is more relaxed, more deliberate. The morning rush feels less like a race and more like a gentle, unhurried procession. Here, the sense of community is even more palpable. A walk to the local market is a social event, a journey punctuated by long, unhurried conversations with familiar faces, where the person behind the counter knows your name, your family, and your usual order. In the rural villages, where the majority of Zimbabweans live, the day begins not with the sound of traffic, but with the timeless rhythm of the land. Life is tied to the seasons and the sun. The first task of the morning is often to tend to the livestock or to walk to the community borehole to fetch water. This daily journey, often undertaken by women and children carrying buckets on their heads with remarkable grace, is a vital point of social connection. Here, in the quiet of the early morning, news is exchanged, advice is sought, and the bonds of the community are reaffirmed. Life is lived outdoors, under the vast African sky, and the day's work is a shared, collective effort. Regardless of the setting, the family is the undisputed cornerstone of Zimbabwean society. The concept of the extended family is not an abstract idea. It is a living, breathing reality. It is common for multiple generations to live together in a single homestead, creating a powerful and resilient support network. The home is a sanctuary of warmth and activity, a place where the wisdom of the elders is respected and the energy of the young is cherished. Children are raised not just by their parents, but by a wide circle of aunts, uncles, grandparents, and cousins. There is a deeply ingrained understanding, often encapsulated in the philosophy of Ubuntu, I am because we are, that the well-being of the individual is inseparable from the well-being of the family and the community as a whole. This inherent closeness fosters a powerful sense of collective responsibility. Neighbors are not just people who live next door. They are an integral part of the support system. When a family celebrates a wedding, the entire community celebrates with them, contributing food and helping with preparations. When a family faces a loss, the entire community mourns and provides support. Church life is also a central pillar of the community for many, a place not just for worship, but for social gathering, music, and mutual support. In Zimbabwe, you are never truly alone. You are part of a rich and intricate social fabric that provides strength, identity, and a profound sense of belonging. Tradition in Zimbabwe is not a relic of the past, preserved under glass. It is a living, breathing force that shapes the present. The nation's cultural identity is a rich tapestry, woven primarily from the heritage of its two largest ethnic groups, the Shona and the Ndebele, alongside a vibrant mix of other smaller groups. This heritage is the soul of the nation, a deep, resonant chord that runs through its music, its art, its language, and its spiritual beliefs. The Shona culture, renowned for its sophisticated stone sculpture, has a history that stretches back centuries, culminating in the magnificent stone city of Great Zimbabwe, a powerful symbol of the nation's ancient past. This artistic tradition continues today, with Zimbabwean stone sculptors celebrated around the world for their ability to see a form within the raw stone and coax fluid, expressive figures from its hard, unyielding core. The Ndebele people, known for their martial history, also possess a rich artistic heritage, most visibly expressed in the vibrant geometric patterns that adorn their homes. These colorful murals are a unique and beautiful form of cultural expression, a visual language that tells a story of identity and pride. Music and dance are the heartbeats of Zimbabwean culture. The sound of the mbira is deeply connected to the spiritual and cultural life of the Shona people. Its complex, hypnotic melodies are a form of prayer, a way to connect with ancestral spirits during ceremonies known as bira. The rhythmic power of the drum is also central to the nation's identity. From traditional dances that tell stories of hunts and harvests, to the soulful sound of gospel choirs that fill the churches on a Sunday morning, music is a unifying force, a shared language that everyone understands. This powerful oral tradition is also kept alive through the art of storytelling. In the villages, under the shade of a large tree or around a crackling fire in the evening, elders pass down the stories, proverbs, and histories of their people to the younger generations. These are not just entertaining tales, they are lessons in morality, in history, and in the values that hold the community together. There is an immense and quiet pride in this cultural heritage. It is a pride born of a long and complex history, a story of great kingdoms, of colonial struggle, and of the fight for independence. It is a vibrant, personal expression of a culture that has steadfastly maintained its unique character, both deeply rooted in its African heritage and confidently engaged with the modern world. The Zimbabwean economy is a story of immense potential, of deep-rooted tradition, and of the constant, resourceful adaptation of its people. For centuries, the nation's wealth has been tied to the land, and agriculture remains the backbone of the economy, employing a significant portion of the population. Maize, the staple food, is grown in fields across the country. The country's fertile soils and favorable climate have also made it a major producer of tobacco, with the golden leaf being one of its most important exports. Beneath the soil lies another source of the nation's wealth. Zimbabwe is rich in mineral resources, including gold, platinum, and diamonds, found along the geological marvel known as the Great Dyke. The mining sector is a major contributor to the economy, from large-scale industrial operations to the small-scale artisanal miners who work the land with simple tools and immense determination. Tourism has long been one of the country's most important industries, drawing visitors to witness the spectacle of Victoria Falls or explore the wildlife-rich plains of Hwange National Park. The industry provides vital employment for guides, hotel staff, and the many artisans who sell their intricate wood carvings and stone sculptures at local craft markets. In the cities and towns, the economic landscape is a diverse mix of formal and informal activity. Small businesses are the lifeblood of the urban economy. The informal sector is a vast and dynamic part of the economy, a testament to the ingenuity of the Zimbabwean people in creating their own opportunities. It is the woman selling fresh vegetables from a street corner, the young man selling mobile phone airtime, the network of traders in the bustling markets like Mbare Musika in Harare. For many years, the country has faced significant economic challenges, including high unemployment and inflation. Yet through it all, the people have shown remarkable resilience, finding new ways to make a living, to support their families, and to keep the wheels of the economy turning. Navigating the cost of living is a central part of daily life for families across Zimbabwe. The economic landscape can be unpredictable, and managing a monthly budget requires careful planning. In the capital, Harare, and the second city, Bulawayo, the cost of living is highest. Rent, utilities, and transportation consume a substantial portion of a monthly salary. To make their money go further, many people prefer to shop at local neighborhood markets, where fresh produce can often be bought at a lower price. In the smaller towns and rural villages, the cost of living is considerably lower. Many families own their own homes, built from brick or traditional materials, eliminating the expense of rent. The reliance on homegrown food from a family plot or kumusha also significantly reduces grocery bills. However, cash is still needed for essentials like cooking oil, salt, school fees, and healthcare. For many rural families, income is often seasonal, tied to the sale of surplus crops, or supplemented by money sent home from relatives working in the cities or abroad. Remittances that form a crucial economic lifeline. The realities of a fluctuating economy mean that families have become incredibly adept at managing their resources. It is common for people to have multiple sources of income: a formal job supplemented by a small side business, a practice of resilience known locally as kukiakia. In Zimbabwe, food is far more than just sustenance. It is the heart of the family, the centerpiece of every social gathering, and a direct reflection of the land. The cuisine is wholesome, simple, and deeply connected to the agricultural rhythms of the country. The undisputed cornerstone of every Zimbabwean meal is sadza. This staple food, made from finely ground maize meal, is a food of profound cultural importance. To not have eaten sadza is, for many, to have not eaten at all. The accompanying relish, or usavi, can be made from a wide variety of ingredients. A simple and common relish is made from green leafy vegetables like rape or kovo, cooked with onions and tomatoes. For a more substantial meal, the relish might be a rich stew made with beef, chicken, or goat. Beans or nyemba are another important source of protein. Peanuts are also a key ingredient, used to make a delicious and creamy peanut butter sauce, or dovi, which is often added to chicken or vegetable stews. Other local delicacies include mopane worms or madora, a high-protein snack, and wild fruits like majanje that are foraged in season. Family meals are a cherished ritual. On weekends and special occasions, the meal might be a braai, the Southern African version of a barbecue. The aroma of grilled meat, or gochi, fills the air as families and friends gather to socialize and listen to music. At its core, Zimbabwean food is about community, about sharing, and about making the most of the bountiful, natural ingredients that the land provides. To truly understand Zimbabwe is to understand its profound connection to the natural world. The landscape is not a passive backdrop. It is an active, powerful force that shapes the economy, the culture, and the very soul of the nation. The country is blessed with some of the most spectacular natural wonders on the African continent. The most famous of these is Victoria Falls, or Mosi Oa-Tunya, the smoke that thunders. Here, the Zambezi River creates the world's largest curtain of falling water, a source of immense national pride. In the west lies Hwange National Park, the country's largest game reserve. Its vast plains and woodlands are home to an incredible diversity of wildlife, including one of the largest elephant populations in Africa. The eastern highlands, along the border with Mozambique, offer a completely different landscape of cool, misty mountains, rolling green hills, and lush forests. In the south, the granite landscapes of Matobo National Park create an otherworldly scene of massive balancing rock formations, or kopjes. These hills are a sacred place, rich with ancient rock art that provides a window into the spiritual world of the San people. For the majority of Zimbabweans, the connection to nature is a practical, daily reality. It is the farmer reading the sky for signs of rain, the fisherman casting his nets in a local river. This deep, abiding appreciation for the wild, untamed beauty of the land is an integral part of the Zimbabwean identity. Life in modern Zimbabwe is a fascinating blend of traditional lifestyles and 21st century innovation. This duality is clearly visible in the way people travel and connect. The most common form of transport, the lifeblood of the nation's circulatory system, is the minibus, or combi. These vehicles are more than just a way to get from one place to another. They are a microcosm of Zimbabwean life. For longer distances, a network of buses and a railway system connect the country. Car ownership is a goal for many, but remains a significant expense. Despite infrastructure challenges, Zimbabwe is a remarkably well-connected society in the digital sense. The mobile phone has revolutionized life, even in the most remote villages, providing communication, mobile banking, and access to the internet. This leap in technology has allowed a new generation of young entrepreneurs to create innovative businesses, connecting them to a global marketplace. The healthcare system is a mix of public and private facilities. While the country has a strong tradition of medical training, the public healthcare system faces significant challenges. Traditional medicine also continues to play an important role, especially in rural areas. This balance between the old and the new is a defining characteristic of Zimbabwean life. For the young people of Zimbabwe, life is a journey of navigating deep-rooted traditions while aspiring to a modern, global future. Education is held in the highest regard, seen as the key to a better life and a source of immense family and community pride. The country has one of the highest literacy rates in Africa, a legacy of a strong post-independence focus on its public school system. After secondary school, those who excel may go on to one of the country's universities or vocational colleges. However, upon graduation, young, educated Zimbabweans face a familiar challenge: a tough job market with limited opportunities. This reality has led many to become incredibly innovative, creating their own employment as young entrepreneurs. They are starting small businesses in tech, fashion, food, and services, using their creativity and education to carve out a niche for themselves. The desire for opportunities has also fueled a significant diaspora, with many choosing to move abroad. This move is often a difficult one, a trade-off between professional opportunity and the deep emotional pull of home. Yet the connection to Zimbabwe remains incredibly strong. For those who stay, there is a passionate commitment to building a better future. They are the artists, activists, and community leaders who are shaping the new Zimbabwe, deeply proud of their cultural heritage, but not bound by it. The rhythm of day and night in Zimbabwe is a study in beautiful contrasts, a shift from the focused energy of work to the warm embrace of community and family. The daytime is for doing, for making a living, for moving forward. The sun is bright, and the air is filled with the sounds of activity, from the bustle of city offices to the steady work of the farmer in the field. As evening descends, a different energy takes hold. The fierce heat of the day softens, and a sense of calm settles over the landscape. Life turns inward, towards home and community. As the sun sets, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, families begin to gather for the evening meal. In the neighborhoods, the streets come alive in a different way. The sounds of the workday are replaced by the sounds of conversation, of children playing, and of music drifting from a nearby home. The quiet nights are a time for rest, for connection, and for recharging the spirit, ready for the new day. Life in this beautiful and resilient nation is not without its significant challenges. The people of Zimbabwe have faced and continue to navigate a complex set of issues with a strength and pragmatism born from experience. The economy has been a source of persistent struggle for many years. High rates of unemployment and periods of intense inflation have made it difficult for families to plan for the future. The nation's infrastructure is in need of significant investment. The country is also on the front lines of climate change. A reliance on rain-fed agriculture makes the population incredibly vulnerable to the increasing frequency of droughts. There is also the constant delicate task of balancing progress with preservation. These are the complex, vital questions that the Zimbabwean people contend with every day. Thoughtfully and with a deep sense of shared responsibility for the future of their homeland. So why, in the face of these challenges, do people choose to stay? In a world that offers seemingly endless possibilities, what is the powerful, magnetic force that anchors people to this landlocked nation in the heart of Southern Africa? The answers are not found in economic data, but in the intangible, profound truths of daily life. They stay for the unbreakable bonds of family, for the deep, multi-generational roots that connect them to a specific place, and a shared history that stretches back to their ancestors. They stay for the unshakable sense of community, for the feeling of belonging to a place where you are known, where your story is part of a larger, collective narrative. They stay for the simple, priceless feeling of being home. They stay for the culture, for a way of life that is rich with music, with art, and with a warmth and hospitality that is extended without reservation. They stay for the pride in their unique heritage and the desire to pass on their traditions, their languages, and their stories to the next generation. They stay for the land itself, for the profound, unbreakable connection to a landscape of breathtaking beauty. It is a connection that is felt in the warmth of the sun, in the smell of the earth after the first rains, and in the vast, star-filled night sky. This is not just a place to live. For many, the land is a part of their identity, a spiritual and ancestral home. And above all, they stay because to be Zimbabwean is to be resilient. It is to possess a quiet, unyielding strength, an ability to find hope in difficult times, to find joy in the simple things, and a deep-seated belief in the promise of a brighter day. It is this spirit, this deep and abiding love for their country, that forms the true and enduring foundation of Zimbabwean life. Zimbabwe exists in a beautiful and enduring balance between a past that is deeply honored and a future that is being forged with hope and determination, between the untamed wildness of its landscapes and the profound warmth of its communities. It is a place shaped by the sun, the soil, and a quiet, remarkable strength that resides in its people. Here, life is measured not in grand events, but in the steady, dependable rhythm of the seasons, in the warmth of a shared meal, in the joy of a familiar song, and in the simple, profound beauty of the everyday. It is a living testament to the idea that the true wealth of a nation is found not in its resources, but in the resilience, the spirit, and the heart of its people.